We have a treat here. Whenever you're watching this, whenever you're listening to it, I got the one and only Sweet Nothings. They're going to be playing for the Fox 45th Bash at Rumorz Bar and Grill in Clear Lake on August 19th at 6 o'clock. Okay. You want to be there early, have some great food. And then these guys are going to be performing some great stuff for us. Classic rock, obviously. The radio station's all about classic rock. You guys are about classic rock. I understand. I want to get into this whole 1978 thing here in a little bit here, but let's meet the band, shall we? Here, Noah, I know already. Okay,
Yep.
I've seen him many times. And why don't we start with you, Noah, and then go around the room here? Why don't you guys say your full name and also what you do for a living?
Okay.
All right. Maybe where you're from, too. Are you all from Mason City or what?
From North Iowa.
Okay. All right. Say your name, where you're from, and also what you do for a living.
Yeah, my name is Noah Harris. I'm from Mason City, born and raised, and I work for the Chamber of Commerce in Mason City. And in the band, I play rhythm guitar and sing.
And you eat chicken fries.
And now the cat's out of the bag.
God. He eats out of a car. This is what a rock and roll band does.
Yep.
He's got his AC/DC shirt on. I see. Just playing the part.
From the 2010 Black Ice.
Oh, nice. Nice time. You bet. Have you ever seen AC/DC in concert?
No. I got this at like Goodwill, I think.
Not oh nice, but oh ice.
Oh ice, yeah. I've only been able to see him once, but do you do a little Angus Young in your act or in the...
That's more Bill's part.
All right, well let's go with Bill here. Bill
by Chuck Berry though. That's the duck walk. Angus Young stole that from Chuck Berry.
He did.
Bill, how are you? Why don't you introduce yourself?
I'm doing great, Harry. Thanks. Bill Phillips. Live here in Mason City. Went to high school here, and my wife and I moved back about 25 years ago, raised our family here. Play guitar and sing here with the Sweet Nothins, and just having a lot of fun.
Awesome. Alex?
Alex Ibarra, Clear Lake, Iowa. Went to high school in Clear Lake. I work for a mobile cataract surgery service. And I play the drums.
Cool. All right,
and
Steven.
I said, and you sing.
And you sing. That's nice. And you sing.
I'm Steven, though. I'm from Ventura. I work for Next Generation Technologies at a Buffalo Center. So I do IT work, and I play bass in the band. I've been playing with Matthew for probably, 13, 14 years now?
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. So, but yeah, we have a good time.
Awesome. And Matthew?
Matthew Frederick Jensen, yes. 3 names. Steven Tho is my spirit animal.
Right. Okay.
I've played for a long time. 20 going into year 20 as a teacher at a local school district, music. A townie, local, Mason City graduate. And I play the keyboards. And this is the greatest group of people I've ever played with. And if anybody has not heard us before, come on out.
Yeah, you guys are playing all over North Iowa quite a bit. We're going to have you, of course, at Rumorz Bar and Grill on Saturday night. It's August 19th. Come on out. Just like the scroller is saying right now, we want you to come on out. $2 tall boys, by the way. $1 Jello shots. We've got a ton of stuff to give away. We got 3 Dog Night tickets. They're playing the following week at the Surf. We got those tickets we're going to be giving away. We've got a lot of 45th Bash T-shirts to give away, special edition, including tank tops. And some of them are tie-dye. How about that? Yeah.
Gotta get one of those.
Can we work those into like the deal?
Well, I know we got to give one to Alex because he doesn't like to wear a shirt either. So, I know that. I know that much. So, okay. So, who got this band together?
Bill Phillips.
Bill.
Yeah.
Really? You got this band together? What?
Well,
how did it? When did it happen? How did it happen? All that.
Well, I was in another band, and we haven't done much for 5-6 years. And I remember one time we were playing up where the pavilion is now, but obviously the stage wasn't there then. And then Matt came up and talked to me afterwards, and we just kind of said, hey, we should do something sometime. And I was just kind of getting bored, and I sent him a text message, I think, and just said, hey, I'm thinking about doing something, and then Matt took it from there. He called these guys basically, and got it all put together. So it was maybe my initial reach out, but Matt kind of brought everybody together.
Was this like it just in the last year or so, guys? Because I did Noah's wedding, and he could have had you guys there, but maybe you guys didn't get all together by that time. I don't know.
So go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, we were just practicing a little bit then, I think, when Noah got married.
Oh, okay.
We hadn't played any gigs yet, even, I don't think.
No, we haven't.
Plus, he doesn't want to perform at his own wedding anyway, right?
Yeah, our first show was actually Halloween night, and it was at a private party. And I think our very first gig at a venue was the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So this band is relatively new. Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you come up with the name?
we tried for a long time to come up with a name, and I think it was just this. We do one of the Velvet Underground songs, "Oh Sweet Nothing," and I think it just was an offshoot of that. So.
Oh,
we probably went through throwing names out. We probably threw out 1,000 names. I mean, no exaggeration. It had to have been. It was a lot of names, and we just couldn't decide on one.
And most of which aren't appropriate.
Sorry, Stephen, go ahead.
I was just gonna say most of which aren't appropriate for the radio.
Yeah. Right. And every time we came up with a good name, we would Google search or Facebook search, and that band already existed, So. Yeah. That's kind of what we. And to be honest with you, I think there was a band called the Sweet Nothins.
Okay.
It was in Australia, and it was a barbershop group with 80 likes. So I mean,
yeah,
I'm sure they're very good though.
if they're watching right now.
Well, it's sticking for now anyway, right? Unless you guys really made it just super huge. I mean,
sell out a court or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, you got Rumorz, on the 19th. It could be U.S. Bank Stadium by September, something else. I don't know.
The goal.
You're going to be opening up for Taylor Swift.
That would be awesome.
Hey, she's in the mood for giving out money. Why not? It'd be all right. It'd be all right. You guys have been playing a lot of clubs around here. A lot of establishments, I guess, and in fact, quite a few just in Mason City and Clear Lake. In fact, I think you're going to be, by the time, I don't know when you're watching this video or listening to it or whatever, you guys are playing this weekend. Is it Tapped in Clear Lake?
Yeah, so our trio, we have a trio iteration, an acoustic trio iteration that we'll be playing on Saturday. But actually, this Friday, this is our biggie. Actually, we're playing Friday night live on the Plaza, and it's going to be all of us. And from 6 to 8 this Friday, right by Laredo's, the Happy Donkey, the Quarry. Come on down for that. I mean, it's supposed to be great weather for that. That's kind of our biggie. This is kind of the denouement, the conclusion of our summer, because we've played a lot of shows this summer, but this is kind of the one, other than this upcoming one for the Fox, this is kind of one that we've really been looking forward to.
All right. Awesome. And maybe you could even get a little plug in there. It's hey, if you like us, come out to Rumorz next week.
Exactly. I was trying to be subtle. I don't.
Let's get the lead singer involved here, Alex. So, can you kind of describe what kind of music you do? I mean, obviously it's classic rock, but what's some of your favorite songs that you guys perform?
Honestly, I didn't know half of the stuff we played when we first started. When I first started with them, a lot of the stuff was a lot new to me.
New to
I
you.
don't. Yeah, some of them I didn't even hear. I've never even heard of. That's the truth.
Alex was
most
in a
of
metal band.
most of the songs that we play actually have a nickname because Alex forgets the name of it and comes up with a different name for it. So, and those probably aren't appropriate for
Yeah, I don't think we
this
should.
show either. So,
I started a little later with them.
What's
Cut it
the
out. I don't know
what's the hardest song that you do?
for.
What's the hardest song that you guys? I mean, the hardest rock song that you guys do.
Oh, hardest.
Like, hardest
I
in
don't-
terms of like heavy, or
I'm
in terms of
talking-
like
yeah,
difficulty.
Yeah. No. I well, either one. What was the okay? Let's start with that. What was the most difficult song for you to learn?
So I would say the hardest song in terms of complexity with the notes, the rhythms, the harmonies, the length of the song is we do "Sweet Judy Blue Eyes" by Crosby,
good song.
Stills and Nash. I mean, you would not go to a bar and hear a cover band play a song like that. I mean,
No, that's right.
That's a real difficult tune. In terms of like the heaviest song, I don't know. I'll let somebody else answer that question.
Free World, maybe.
which one?
What's that?
Rockin' in Free World.
Oh yeah, Rock
Oh,
on Free
Neil
World
Young.
is probably
Good stuff. All
that
right.
one. And then we do a Clash song, and we just added a Ramones song too recently. So probably in terms of like punk attitude, those probably are. But I think Rockin' the Free World's kind of more of a jammer than even those two.
You do Sedated or Bop?
Sedated.
You'll have-
Okay. I want to be sedated. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Good stuff. So 1978, you're going to be playing a little bit of that. You know, and I was teasing Noah when we first got you guys booked up for this. I said, you know what his favorite song is, don't you? Do you guys know what Noah's favorite song is? He's got a few of them, but what's his favorite song? I know, because I had to play it at his wedding.
We do it. We so it's from 1978.
You going to tell him?
Sultans of Swing.
Yeah.
Oh,
His favorite
That's
Oh,
song.
no kidding?
We're
That's
gonna
his
do
favorite
it.
song.
Yeah.
that's a new one.
I
You know
told
what?
Noah I've never played that at a wedding before. By gosh, we did it, and they got out there.
We did.
Wow.
Matt was there. Matt probably remembers that one being played.
I remember when you played it, and actually, Noah's a former student of mine, and
Okay.
and no, yeah, I'm learning things about Noah every day. Actually, I didn't know that was his favorite song of all time. But yeah, that's actually just a recent ad. We've only played that one gig prior to the Fox show, so this is like
Okay. Well, I know that you probably want to keep it a little surprise, for us, and you can keep it for a surprise for me too. But I know you're going to be working on some 1978 stuff, which is obviously goes right along with our 45th birthday. It's hard to believe a classic rock station is not even middle-aged. Maybe we are, But yeah, it's going to be great. Bruce Wasenius is going to stop by. He was one of the original DJs that was there. The Mad Hatter, of course, we lost a long time ago, and it's weird talking about him because I was doing mornings, morning radio, and I heard about the Hatter at that time, but and then I met him, and then Randy Chesterman, and I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but all three of those guys have been entered into the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, yeah, and we're going to have Bruce is going to stop by. I invited Randy. We'll see what happens. And I also, Mark Scar is going to be coming by too. He works for our sister station over in Forest City, KOW. He does the morning show over there, and he's going to come on out. We do a new classic rock show called The Scar Card on Sunday nights, and he plays nothing but classic rock bands that come out with new albums.
Oh, cool.
New stuff, yeah.
All right.
I'd like to talk. I want each of you to talk about your influences. What are your big influences of music that you really admired, and maybe your skill is towards them? I mean, maybe you idolize them in the way you play. Bill, let's start with you.
Yeah, I go back a little further than the rest of the guys because.
In other words, you're saying you're older.
he's the old guy. Yeah.
He's the old guy. Yeah.
they they call me Dad. So,
Well, you're the founder, so you should be Dad, I guess.
but yeah, so really a lot of early influence on what the stuff that was on my parents' turntable growing up. You know, a lot of 50s, 60s. You know, the Birds, obviously, Mamas and Papas and Neil Diamond were huge with my parents, early Neil Diamond stuff. But, you know, I kind of grew up really radio listener in the 70s, and that music has just really stuck with me, you know. And
are you about my age, Bill? Because I tell you what, 70s are my favorite decade.
Yeah, that's my
Some of
favorite
the best
decade.
stuff.
I'm guessing we're within 1 or 2 years of each other, Harry.
Yeah. Well, I'll be 60 this weekend, so.
Okay, you got me by almost a year. So.
Okay, well, that's close enough. But
Yep.
the 70s were a great decade. They really were.
So that's you know, that's what I love. I do love it when these guys bring up a lot of songs, or when I hear you know, recent music that sticks, then I know it's good stuff.
All right, Matthew, how about you? What were your influences?
I mean, the Beatles and the Stones, pretty much from 8 or 9 years old. And then, you know, being an avid listener to Fox, my sister and I would, because as I was saying before we started filming this, my parents were more into classical music, jazz, folk music. But like when my sister and I would tune into the Fox, like in the 80s, late 80s and early 90s, like Led Zeppelin, The Who, Pink Floyd, like those became my bands, you know, like those became bands that my parents did not expose me to. I didn't learn about that music in school. And I just became tenacious, like about this psychedelic, this progressive music. And I just sunk my teeth into it. And then from that, you know, as a young adult or a kid that like experienced the whole like internet, you know, you type in these bands, you know, Pink Floyd or bands that are similar to that. And then that just, you know, opened up this rabbit hole to just a bunch of other groups, you know, psychedelic music, progressive music, punk music. I mean, I love it all. And I teach choral music, but really like my bread and butter, just, it comes down to great music. Just actually 3 weeks ago, I was in San Francisco and I got to see the Den Company at Oracle Park on their final tour. And to see a band like that, you know, like iteration of the Grateful Dead, like finish off their entire career. It was just such an amazing swan song for me to experience. So yeah, all music, you know, jazz, classical, but really it comes down to the Beatles and the Stones.
Sure.
And then beyond that, the Who and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd. I mean,
can you get any of your kids to sing Pink Floyd or the Dead?
Of course. If I couldn't have them do that, I wouldn't be doing my job, Harry.
Very good. Very good. You guys do any Floyd? Or did you try to get them to get?
not at a concert yet.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, it is the 21st century, so
sure.
anything's possible.
All right, Alex, how about you? Where were some of your influences?
Well, I had to see my dad. He had a drum set when we were kids, and then as I got older, I got into Lars Ulrich, Metallica. That really got me going. And then a few years of that, you know, doing metal and stuff. I started taking drum lessons with Scott Bell, and that really opened up my eyes to a lot of different kind of genres and some really good drummers. So that's kind of my influences there.
Lars would be your favorite drummer? I mean,
just because I liked his style. But I mean, like I said, as soon as I took, Scott Bell like showed me a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
You know, a ton of other drummers that I didn't even know about. And, you know, technology with YouTube, you can just look anybody up. So.
Right. I know Scott pretty well. I've known him for 20 years. And I remember him and I having a conversation. I'm a huge Kiss fan, but my favorite drummer was Neil Peart.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Neil was just incredible. And I got to see Rush like 3 times in concert. It's unbelievable. The guy he was just a genius, you know, with the drums. And to me, he was the best drummer. But then I would say number 2 would be Alex. No, I haven't heard you yet.
That's the same as my list, Harry.
It's pretty close. He rocks.
He rocks. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Steven, how about you, man?
Well, so I'll be turning 40 this fall. So I grew up with the Fox, listening to classic rocks all the time, thanks to my dad. When I was a kid, he played guitar. I have a SG hanging on my wall back here that was his. You can't see it, but anyhow, so he used to play Stairway to Heaven like every day when I was, I don't know, like between 3 and 6 years old. And so I kind of fell in love with Led Zeppelin and started playing bass because of John Paul Jones. And then from there, you know, got into R&B and Motown and stuff like that. So I take a lot of influence from players like James Jamerson, and just kind of the, you know, 60s and 70s, you know, P bass with flat wound bass players that you hear on all those classic records.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's awesome. You guys pretty used to people getting up and start dancing?
we try.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we're outside, and the $2 tall boys should help. I would think, you know.
Good formula.
Yeah, but we are really looking forward to you guys. We were so happy when I talked to Noah about, hey, I said, listen, we'd really like to, you know, I saw your list. He gave me the set list, and I said, hey, there's some good stuff on here, you know, that would really mix in well with what we want to do. And we're probably going to be playing, you know, some stuff inside, and you guys will be outside. If it rains, you guys will obviously be playing inside. And so
that's not going to happen.
That's
no,
yeah.
No
I was going to say, do you guys play outdoors more than you do indoors?
No, we play indoors more often, but you know,
okay.
we actually prefer to play outdoors. But yeah, there's going to be no rain in the forecast, people. So plan accordingly.
Yeah, that's great. Hey Noah, how does anybody get a hold of you guys if they are interested? You got a website, Facebook page, all that stuff?
Yeah, Facebook's usually the best way. We all have access to our Facebook like Messenger. So if you go to our Facebook page, which is the Sweet Nothins, spelled Nuthins, and send us a message, then one of the 5 of us will see it. That's
I guess I misspelled it on here already. Jeez.
That's okay. We'll have a banner at the show that with a QR code. Everyone can scan it and like us on Facebook.
Come on, Matthew, and you're a teacher, for God's sakes. You could have just you couldn't even get him to spell it right. Yeah.
He didn't know how to break it to you. He thought you didn't know how to spell it.
Too much respect, Harry. Too much respect.
Well, this is going to be great. And of course, we got an event, Facebook event page. Actually, Noah got that going here just recently. So people just already responding to it, saying we're going. Let's talk about that. You know, Bill, have you seen kind of a a fan base already for you guys, other than your families?
Yeah, no, we've had a great following, especially considering that we played a couple times before the new year here, but really started picking up after the new year, and it's been fun. We've had some great crowds, played some great venues just here in North Iowa. It's just been a lot of fun to get that type of reception, and it's nice to, when you play, to get a response, and that's
obviously
been fun. So
that's right. Well, I mean, anybody that's an entertainer knows that when you get response, and I don't care whether it's people tapping their toes or singing along or whatever, they're or up doing their thing on the dance floor. It's all good. And who's the real character of the group here? Who's the one that's doing all kinds of crazy stuff? Matt?
Matt can sing really, really well. And because he went to, I mean, this is like his profession, you'll see what you just have to come to the show and watch. How about that?
Who can hit the highest note?
Matt for sure.
So what do you guys, so Matt's kind of does a lot of lead, or what's the deal?
No, yeah, I wouldn't say that. I would say I probably actually, if you're coming to see me or coming to see the band, I'll probably be the 3rd guy that actually sings the most lead vocal.
Well, are you all mic'd?
We are, but one of the things that we actually pride ourselves in is that we do 3-part harmonies, because you will be hard pressed to find any group in North Iowa, Southern Minnesota that does 3-part harmonies on one song, let alone multiple songs. And like, that's kind of the thing that we do. Like even songs like, well-established songs, like for example, Creedence Clearwater Revival, the song Lodi, there's no harmony in that song. We've arranged a 3-part harmony to that song. So a lot of the tunes that we do, songs that you'll recognize, songs that you've listened to for years, we've actually made arrangements of these songs for 3-part harmony. So that's, in the Sweet Nothins like logo, you'll see like a microphone and stuff like that. And it kind of looks like a barbershop quartet. Like that was purposeful, because that's kind of what we try to do, is we try to create this, this wall of sound. And then with Alex and Steven, the greatest rhythm section I think I've, like I said, ever played with. It's just this miraculous conglomeration of musical tones and rhythm. It's something special, really. It truly is. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased, because I'm in this group, because I've been in many groups over the years, but this is something special. And I think if people don't come out to this thing, they're really missing out on something special. Yeah.
I think I finally got your name up there right now. So, and you, Thin, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, okay. So as a band of 5, how hard is it when you get together? I mean, do you just agree on some songs or artists? What comes first, the artists or the songs?
I'd say songs.
Songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all have like a general appreciation for the same style of music. So like when one person throws a song out, it's probably a song that the other 4 people already know or like.
Mhm.
So like some songs we've spent a lot of time on, like Sweet Judy Blue Eyes that Matt mentioned earlier. Like a lot of work was put into just that one single song. And then
I'm
other
still
songs.
practicing it. Sorry.
What?
No.
Yeah, he said
I was
still practicing it.
just practicing that today because I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And
I'll tell you a
then
little
other
secret.
songs just come super easy, like one take, and it's like, oh, that's good to go. So, yeah.
That was in my early days of radio. I was in Wyoming, played that song, queued it up, and that was the bathroom song.
Yeah.
Because it was 7.5 minutes
Long thing. Yep.
Hey, man, when you were doing live radio back then with records, I'm telling you, it's like, okay, how many times can I play Paradise with a Dashboard Light?
Or
You know.
close to the edge by Yes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
A whole side.
Yeah, no, I think it's just interesting and curious to know, how you guys come up with what you do. I mean, I don't know if you just kind of have a lottery of songs or whatever. You all put names of songs in a hat, and then you just like, okay, do you all agree on them or what?
So Harry, initially that was the thing. We were kind of going round robin, and everybody
Sure.
was like, our first week or two, like everyone put a song in, and then we'll try to get to it. But at this point, it's kind of like what anybody's passionate about. We have this Facebook Messenger thing, and people will like suggest songs, and then generally we'll rehearse the songs that we've been playing, or if there's like some songs that we have some issues with, we'll kind of like try to mitigate some of the problem spots. But here's the thing, like really when it comes down to it, we all love music, and we all want to satisfy the one of the people's itches. Like if like for example, Noah has a song that he really wants to play, he'll put it down on Facebook Messenger, and we'll be like, yeah, let's do it. And honestly, we message each other more than we message our own spouses, I think. At least if we like this messenger has become kind of just like this social thing. It's metastasized way beyond just the band. Like we've become like a group of brothers, and it's more than just being a band. It's being kind of like a family, and so it's just kind of an excuse to get together and play music and stuff. So it's really a special thing.
Since you guys been together, I don't know, Steve, how many gigs have you guys done? 30 maybe?
I don't know. That seems fair. And between us and the trio, yeah,
50. Okay.
We did a lot this summer, and
Yeah.
I think we're doing every other weekend through the late winter and spring. So
Right.
it's been busy.
Alex, what was your biggest crowd, you think, so far?
I would have to say the first time we played the distillery uptown. I think so.
Okay.
I would think. I don't know about you guys. Is it, guys? I don't know. I
Well,
think it.
technically probably Bandfest because that was.
Oh yeah.
Mormon close.
Oh yeah. See.
Yeah, but I mean, like the distillery thing that Alex mentioned, like it's pretty cool when we were playing the rooftop, and I don't know if you've been there, but it's pretty cool when it's so packed up there that people come up the stairs and can't find a spot, so they have to turn around and go back down the stairs, you know. So like, yeah.
I suppose when you play up there, it feels like Paul McCartney playing on top of the Ed Sullivan Theater. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of cool when you did that. That was great.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a lot of fun, guys. I hope you guys are ready to bring it. And I hope that we have a lot of people there. Word has it, we're going to be packed. And that's what I want to see. And I want a ton of people inside and out. And if we have to open the doors, we'll open the doors so we can hear you from out there too. But lots of room over there at Rumorz. I don't know if you guys have ever been over there before, but this is the first time you've played that place, I know. But you guys know where it is, obviously. You know, you probably visited there before in the past. But and they're known for having bands out there too. A lot of local bands in the area. So, but this is your first time making your debut. And you're doing it with us and for us. Our 45th year, 1978. It's gonna be a riot, and we'll be giving a lot of stuff away, as I said, and we hope everybody's there. It's August 19th. It's gonna start at 6:00 ish. You know, I mean, we're gonna probably get up there and start doing some giveaways right away, and by the way, Katie, I heard, has a T-shirt gun, so we could really have some fun. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Yeah. She wanted me to message. She messaged me the other day and said, "Hey, I got a T-shirt gun. Think we can use it?" And I go, "Okay, why not?"
Why not?
Hey, not when in Rome, when in Rumorz, right?
There you go. Exactly. So we hope everybody comes on out. It's our 45th bash. It's our birthday bash. I don't know. You guys like birthday or anniversary? We're young enough to still call it a birthday, I think. You know,
That's fair.
Yeah.
whatever it is. Yeah, exactly. So again, it's great to have you guys on, and we're going to keep this posted here for a while so people get to know who the Sweet Nothins are all about. And I wish you guys a lot of success. I really do. And you know, I know maybe there's some side projects as well that you maybe have going on or whatever, but no, really. I mean, this is fun for you, right?
Yeah.
It's a blast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The best part of a 5-piece band, you got 5 roadies. You know?
Yeah. We need to hire Jay Brooks to help us carry the gear in and out.
Gonna make him work that night. You bet. All right, guys. Thank you so much for this. Sweet Nothins. Come on out August 19th at Rumorz Bar and Grill. Come out early for dinner. They got a great menu. And these guys will be chowing down too out there. So you guys bring your families and your friends, all right?
We'll do.
They'll be there.
You have a few of those, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Good enough. All right. Rock on, guys. See you on the 19th.
Thanks, Terry.
Thank
You
you.
bet.